Good morning, my budget family. I know it's been a minute since I dropped you a line. I did a quick video a couple of weeks ago. I had did some serious work in like 15, 10-hour days, uh, 2 weeks back to back. Plus, I've been back in to my training. Now, I was been in a dilemma, and I waited a few months to decide what I was going to do. And the dilemma was when I had a spin out last January, I messed up a rim. Now I got the undercarriage of my truck fixed, and then the rim was messed up. So I threw the spare on, which is a good spare, and I've been riding on that since April. So I said, well, let me check Ford and see if I can get a matching rim because it's just one, right? Well, Ford said $995 for one rim. I was like, no, thank you. I can get a whole set of rims for that. So I did me a little research and I said, well, I don't want to really spend $1,200 out of pocket for some rims. Maybe I'll just finance it, do the 90-day same as cash. That way I can so I won't have to really mess with my savings. I can just pull from our paychecks. And so I found a place and I found a company where I could do the 100 days same as cash, but they set up this thing to where they take a large amount of money out of your paycheck every pay period. I did not read, shame on me for this. I did not read the fine print until after I signed everything and was so excited on getting my rims. And I was doing my budget and I said, well, let me read this contract in full to make sure I pay the right amount and pay it on time. So when I read it, I was like, okay, so they want me to pay this amount of money every 2 weeks for a year, and then my price will actually double. And I'm like, that is not going to happen. So what I did is I said, well, I had already said to pay it in 100 days, I have to pay $251 a paycheck, my paychecks. I said, okay, every 2 weeks, $251. That can be done. No problem. But when I read the contract and it was like stuck me in this little box, I was like, really? Now I feel like I'm made to pay this much because I thought I was paying that much. And then if something happened and I couldn't pay that much, I'd be great. Now the payment that they signed up is not as much as $250, but just knowing that I have to make some type of payment every 2 weeks instead of once a month, like I thought it would be, it was very stressful. So just a reminder, when you go into a new adventure, regardless if it's something you need or just want, to make sure you read the fine print because I specialize in being able to breathe throughout our budget adventure and our finance adventure. So for a minute, I had felt constricted, even though I had already said I'm going to pay this amount of money. It just made me feel a little bit more constricted when now I'm obligated to pay something every 2 weeks. Um, but other than that, I spent 2 hours putting together my budget, but I got it. And so we got lucky. We got extra paychecks coming next month. So I was able to put make sure we have a little extra money going into my rims on these first paychecks of the month. So I should be able to decrease the amount that I have to spend every 2 weeks for to still pay in 100 days, or I can just go ahead and knock it out the box. So those will be my choices, so I won't feel so constricted. So all I'm saying is when you're making a larger purchase, make sure you read the fine print because no matter how good we think we are, we think we got this because that's what I did. I said, oh yeah, I can pay my rims and a Bluetooth, $1,700. I said, oh yeah, we can pay that, no problem. Finance it, pay once a month, or I can double up and pay it, and I'll be great. But then when I read the fine print, realized I got to pay it every paycheck. I got to pay something every paycheck. That's like, that makes me kind of irritated. But anyways, I figured it all out. I'll still be paying something every paycheck, just like I said I was. I got over the feeling of being restricted. I worked it out to where we still have some change left each paycheck. That was the hardest thing, making sure I had some change left from each paycheck so we can still do what we need to do. Now, mind you, our budget already includes savings, so I'm not interrupting with our savings. I am interrupting paying off our debt. So you have to weigh out the situations. And my weigh out was, if I have a flat tire or anything, I don't have a spare to put on my truck. So why not just go and buy a whole set? And now I can get Bluetooth and I can drive hands-free completely. So that's how that works. Everybody have a nice day. Hope to see you November 13th, 6 p.m. at the Loudermilk Conference Center. Bye-bye.